Okay, let's see if I can remember this. It's been a long time. First and second books of Nephi, Jacob, Enos, Jerem, Omni, Words of Mormon, and Messiah, Elma, Helaman, third, fourth Nephi, Mormon, Ether, and Moroni. I think I got it. I think. I'm pretty sure I got that right. Stay tuned, coming up here on Drew's Book Reviews. Good day, good day, good day. Today's a very special episode of books that have influenced me or otherwise stayed with me. Very special, and I'm posting it today on February 14th for a very specific reason as well. I know it's Valentine's Day, but Valentine's Day is also a day that became basically a life-changing decision for me and my family. Valentine's Day, February 14th of 2016. So it's been a while. But this is a book that has definitely stayed with me. If you can tell from the introduction, maybe you've never heard of some of these books that comprise the Book of Mormon, and perhaps you have. But this book is something that has stayed with me. Definitely I'd like to hear your comments down below, and of course join us on the Discord as well. So I chose the Book of Mormon. I chose this day specifically because it was February 14th of 2016 that I walked away from my Mormon faith and upbringing and left the church that I had grown up in. So this was a very significant day for me, and this book played a pivotal role in my life growing up in the Mormon church. So the Book of Mormon is one of the Mormon scriptures, books of scripture, along with the Doctrine and Covenants, the Pearl of Great Price, and of course the Holy Bible, King James Version, the one the Mormon Church uses as well. The Book of Mormon is something that I had basically lived. I was taught it from birth, essentially. It was the first book that I had ever really been introduced to, really, in memory. And so it is one that had formed a really massive influence and impact on my life as a whole. I lived it, I breathed it. It's one that formed the foundation of my religious faith. It's one where my whole worldview had revolved around for so long. And while I did have challenges with some of the ideas presented within the Mormon doctrine, within the Book of Mormon specifically, and specifically within my faith, those challenges progressively came to a head, essentially, leading up to me walking away from the Mormon faith in 2016. That's a whole nother story. It's not a story to necessarily be discussed on BookTube, but I wanted to include the Book of Mormon in this video series about books that have influenced me or otherwise stayed with me because of the impact that this book had on my life. So the Book of Mormon is what the Mormon Church refers to as another testament of Jesus Christ. I am no longer a believer in religious theology or gods or deities. I definitely describe myself as an atheist. But, I don't want to be one of those people as well that is very much campaigning against religion, though I do have problems with it. That's not what this video is about. I still know many people who are within the Mormon Church. They still have faith in the Mormon Church, and all the power to them. That's not what this is about. It's about understanding the impact that the Book of Mormon had on me and my faith, my religious upbringing, and my worldview in general. Overall, there are good aspects to the Book of Mormon, just as there are good aspects to any set of religious text or scripture. But it's not all good to me. And that is where it kind of came into a headway. But this also kind of built the foundation of my life growing up. And so it's so important to acknowledge that and to understand that influence that it had as I delved into that, as it became such an important part of my life, which is part of what made it so difficult to make that decision and to walk away, which was such a significant decision in my life, but one that I am very proud and happy to have made and broken free from that to begin with, because I could honestly say my life is so much better than it was before that. And I feel very proud that I was able to do that in that sense. And it's one of those things that isn't easy to do, but also important to understand the influence that these religious texts can have on a person's life. And the Book of Mormon being so pivotal to everything that I had believed is one that I can never truly forget. I can never forget what the Book of Mormon is, where it came from, how it came to be. and the influence that it had on my life, because it was such an important, pivotal part of my life for over 30 years. And it is so important to acknowledge that. And when all said and done, this was a pivotal book in my life. And at the end of the day, well, it's not really part of my life anymore. The lasting impressions that it left with me are things that can never be forgotten. So the Book of Mormon is one of those books that has had an influence on me. It's one I will never forget, and it's one that will always stay with me. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. And until next time, keep on reading. Bye!